Oh, good morning everyone. Me and Jacko Strider are out in the boat and it is so bloody beautiful. We didn't even know until we woke up in the morning and I was like, Jacko, let's bloody go. We want to go out wide and try to get a ruby. Still have no fish in the freezer. So the first time in a long time, I didn't eat fish last night. So I'm a little bit weird. Punching out really wide and hopefully we can get some fish for you guys and fish for our bellies and everyone's gonna be happy. So I'm gonna keep sending it and away we go. Hey Strider, say hello to everyone. Hello. And set up a line and I zoom in and I stay on the line. It tells you the destination time. Obviously it's going to be a lot quicker than that when I'm sitting on 30 knots. And I got the sounder over here set up and this thing on high chirp as we're cruising along normally picks up ground even when we're doing like 20-30 knots. And I've just got my settings there so I can keep my eye on everything. And that's pretty much the setup I use and I'm steaming out. And that's the view we're looking at. Look at that. Just found a bit of plastic, looks like a plastic bottle of some sort floating out at sea there, so we're gonna pick her up and see what it is. Light soy sauce. I wonder if this is floated from like overseas or anything, because we're in the middle of nowhere right now. Could have come with the currents, because I ain't never seen that. You know how it is, guys, if you see something floating around or see rubbish around, pick it up, minimize your waste, and we don't want this shit floating around in our oceans. They're there. Come on, baby. Yes! Woo! The dad bod's on. Woo! Where's that fish, Strider? Where is it? Go and get it. Oh, it's beautiful. Bring her in. Oh, what a beauty. Look at that. Hold it, tilt it this way. Yeah, that's it. Oh, get it, Jacko. Put him in the water. Oh my God, he's out of there. That was a oh, that blood got slippery hands. What do you reckon about that chaos, Strider? Hey, we're not even. Oh, it's all happening already. We've reached the spot. It's about 300 meters of water here. There's the fish there that we found. A little bit of breeze. We're just sort of sorting out the drift. Jackson's rigged everything up here. I'll show you sort of we got. We've got our electric reel. If you've watched a few of these episodes we've done before, you know this, but I'll tell you again. Electric reel. We're dropping about 350 meters. We've got a light because it's going to be dark down there. Got a normal rig. 14-0 hooks. A couple of squid or cuttlefish for bait. A big old sinker anchor down the bottom there. Yeah, drop it down, Jacko. Jacko's just going to drop it down. Then we've got the electric reel connected up to the battery down the back here. And we're sending it. These electric reels, they count as they go down. And it's really easy. This is the clutch here, so on and off, and then that's just the accelerator, I guess I call it. So we'll drop it down now. I'll try to keep the boat over the rod, so we'll feel the bites. Because it's 350 meters of line, it's a bit of delay in the bite. So when you see that rod just going like that, you want to crank her up, and then after a little while, it loads up, because obviously there's a big bend in the drag, and then the fish are on. So you want like self-hooking hooks, circle hooks, and that's about basically what it is. We're not expert, but Strider knows what she's doing, don't ya? So let's see if we can get a bite. So when you're ruby fishing, it's pretty much like a needle in a haystack, but the area is quite big. So we can find them on the sounder, but they move around. They're not just sitting there on the bottom in one spot. They move around as a group and they hunt and do what they do. They're mainly most active in the mornings and the afternoons. So we missed it by about an hour, but we still should be able to pick up. They do bite all day. And what the idea is, you just do long drifts, maybe like 300-400 meters over that ground that you've found or previously got them before. And hopefully we pick up the school and get a couple. It is quite hard to do, but once you find a spot and you can keep, the hardest part is finding the spot. You need good sounder set up and put a fair bit of time into finding these spots. Jackson just said we got a couple of nibbles. Oh, 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 oh. No. Drop it back down. Oh, exciting times. We got nibbles, 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 nibbles. Yeah, we got nibbles, Trotty. Come on. Alright, I think we might have cooked that first little round there. Got baited and then I don't even know what happened, but we didn't bring up a fish. It's okay, it's okay. We've marked the spot where we found those fish, rebait and get back down there, and fingers crossed we get a couple of rubies because your boy's gotta eat. And rubies are probably one of my top 3 eating fish of all time. Getting a couple of little nibbles.
Want me to give you some tips?
You don't know nothing. I taught you everything. Come on, you little buggers. Bite it. Take it. Take it. Take it. Ooh. Take it. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Yes.
Oh, it's a good one, eh?
Oh, Jacko wants him to dance move?
It might be a shark yet.
No, no, no. It's a ruby. It's called the throw net. Alright, what you have to do is pick the throw net up. Like this. You get your fingers in there. Throw it over your shoulder. Spread it. And then bring it in. The colour down there. 20.
Stop the tenner.
Come on!
Oh, here it is.
Blow your bag! It's a ruby.
Is it?
I think so. Yes!
Oh, go! Quick, quick, quick.
Oh, no, it's a dad bod cod!
No!
I got a dad bod cod! Holy shit! Oh my god!
Yeah, that's popular.
I do notice a lot of fishers that when they get their fish, they just cut their throats and chuck them straight in the esky. What you want to do is you want to brain them, put them out of their misery. They don't feel anything after that. It's all good. They go to sleep. And you can still cut the neck, bleed the fish. The circulation still pumps for minutes and minutes after you put the fish out of its misery. So when the fish hits the deck, first thing you do is put it out of its misery. Stab him in the foot. Look what I've done. Look what I've done. So look at my foot is in the fins. Ah, fair enough. Ah, I'm just bleeding this guy at the back. Obviously, we want to preserve the flesh and make it as good as possible for when we get home. There's a lot of meat here that we want to use. We can give this away to people. It's not going to go to waste at all. It is a bycatch. We did want rubies, but I'll just do this quickly and I'll show you exactly what we caught. Stab myself. So this fella fell out of its gut just then. It's like a deep sea crayfish or some sort of crustacean, maybe a big prawn. It's pretty bloody cool. Alright, we got these fish on ice and we're moving spots. We don't want another one of them. There must be so many down there. So we're going to keep punching that way. We just want a couple of rubies because they are our favourite. That's what we're out here for. If not, obviously it's all good. Big dirty wad of something down there. Just come across this. We're hoping that's rubies, like a huge ball of rubies right there. The sounder is lit, turning 70 meters of water. Jackson's just dropping it down. Strider's frothing, aren't you, Stridey? The game we play, we're waiting for rubies, waiting for rubies, waiting for rubies. Ah! On the drop back down. We want a ruby, we want a ruby, we want a ruby today, hey, hey. It's wrong. I'll just let it go then.
No, you do what you want.
No, no.
You're fishing.
No, taking all the bait.
No.
Got one on.
You do what you want.
Take all, mate.
You do whatever you want.
Yeah! Yes! 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 La, 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 la.
Go on, hold it up.
Jesus!
See, you got no neck.
Woo! This is my first dad bod cod. Bit of a bycatch, but beautiful eating. And a lot of people eat around our town, our friends and family. Obviously, bycatch, like I mentioned. We want rubies. Very, very common out here. There's not a shortage of them. They're pretty fast growing. This one here is about the same size as the other one we got, and that was 15 kilos. I'll put the link in the description of the other video that we made about these guys. And I'll put this guy in the esky. My whole arm's stuck in there. Oh my god. This is out of control. In the water footage. I don't hope there's no sharks.
It went straight to high.
There's Jacko on his big fish. I feel like I'm gonna get eaten. Don't you get in the water, Strider. So this guy's actually come up with minimum barotrauma, which is quite rare, and he's moving his fins and his tail. So I'm just gonna pop his belly back here, relieve some of that air. There we go.
Moving his fins, hey? Oh, there you go.
There's the air. Coming out of the belly there. Come on, fella. Oh. Come on, fella. Righto, Jackson's cleaning up the back deck there. We're going to keep moving. It could be perceived that those cods are huge and it's overkill. Well, they are big, but they're actually really fast growing. When we send those O-listers away of the last dad bod cod that we got, it was only 15 years old. Some of those bigger trouts, especially red emperor that you see us taking and other people taking, are 30, 40, 50 years old. So these guys obviously grow to their conditions. So their conditions are prime down the bottom, which makes them a large size. And a lot of species like that, fish and everything, grow to their conditions. Temperature, currents, food, the whole lot, it's all a part of it. So obviously we're on the fence with fishing because bycatch is one of the worst things. Not so much in this case because rubies are probably older than these guys. But we didn't come out here to get those two cods, we come out here to get rubies. So you can't pick and choose, whereas spearfishing and what we love, you can go down and you can selectively shoot. So that's the argument. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about fishing, how you go about bycatch and all that sort of stuff. Voice your opinion. We're keen to hear it. No one's wrong, no one's right. It's all fine. Obviously, these fish are not going to be wasted at all. When we get home, we're going to fillet them all up. Fish should be eaten fresh, so we'll freeze a bit, but we'll also give a fair bit away. So a lot of families in town that aren't fortunate enough to get out wide, spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars out here and catch these fish, so they'll get a feed of this as well. And I'm actually really excited about that. But we'll keep pushing on. So we've just found a whole lot of sharks. They're absolutely everywhere. I think they're just silkies, so I'm gonna pop in the water and see if I can get a closer look. Hopefully they're not too aggro. They were just coming at the boat before with their fins out of the water and stuff, so. Right, get in the back of the boat.
Yeah. You're gonna put your mask. You're gonna put your mask on.
Oh, I'm so excited! I don't have a mask. Holy shit!
I should have let you jump in.
Yeah, I would have jumped in with no mask.
What's that, Stridey? What is it? See it? It's a silky. Oh, that one's got his fin up over there. Yeah, they're all here.
Oh man, that was absolutely amazing. They're all silky sharks. Just coming in for a look. You can tell that they're hungry as, but the water's so clear, it's so nice.
Oh, it looks nice.
Oh, they're hungry. We just got back to mine and we need to fillet up this fish. Like I said to you before in the boat, we're gonna chop it all up and we've got 2 of them, so we're gonna give it around town, whoever wants fish. We don't really want to waste any of it. They are actually very good eating. This guy actually got bit by a shark on the way up. Look, check that out. They're the teeth marks. It's obviously taken the whole tail up until there. So it's a big, whatever it was when it grabbed it. Like that's an individual tooth mark. It's probably like that's actually huge. Okay, I've never filleted one of these myself. Jared filleted the last one. So this is gonna be pretty interesting. It's gonna be a hella slab of meat, but. Oh, this knife is brand new. Oh. Whoop. Just about to chop a hand off. Look at those. All right, here we go. Oh, Jesus. That is one big slab of meat right there. Woo. Strider, you want this?
Hey, Strider.
I'll give Strider a little bit here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Cool. Just going to take the fillets off this guy and the other cod that we got. When we get the fillets off, I'll show you how we're going to prep them and we're going to put them all away. This is 2 big cods that we got left over, so there's, I don't know, like 10 or 15 parcels here. Probably each one would feed a family. So maybe about 15 families and people will get a parcel of fish. And hopefully everyone will be eating good the next couple of nights. But what we're going to do is we're going to wrap these up, put them in the freezer just so they go frozen, so the people can do whatever they like with it. They can keep in the freezer for another week or so and hopefully it'll all go out and it won't get wasted. Looks pretty nice and clean, but look at that. I actually might keep a bit out for myself tonight. Me and Strider might eat. I reckon this one's mine, because it looks the best. And like I was saying, we got no fish in the freezer at all.
Wow.
Yeah, put them in the trays. Nice, Jacko. Yeet. Oh, it's nice and cool in there.
Well, hopefully.
It's the plan. Very good. Me and Strider were just going down the beach and somehow my tire just like exploded and it's like, look, how does that even happen? Look at that. Just randomly just felt it. What do you reckon about that, Strider? Huh? Not ideal. Yes. Yes. You always want to put your spare underneath the tyre before you jack it up or during jacking up, just in case you get under there and it drops. It'll drop on this, not your leg or your body or anything like that. Yes. Oops. 45-degree heat. Living the dream. Well, me and Strider made it down the beach, had a detour, go back, buy a brand new bloody tyre, change my spare back around, put the new tyre on, and come back down the beach, but we made it. I tell you what, Mr. Mickey Thompson, this better last longer than 6 months because that's how old that other tyre was. So I'm not sure what's really going on, but fingers crossed, because this cost me 450 bucks. What are you doing, Ed? I seen that. You're rolling in smelly stuff. We're rolling in smelly stuff. Oh. Woo. We got fire, baby. It's time to cook some big dad bod cod. I'm actually super excited about this. This is the last fillet we've got. So over the last couple of days, me and Jackson went around to a few of our friends and family and gave away some of that big dad bod cod that we got. It's sort of come hand in hand with what the craziness of this coronavirus. Like, I mean, we live in a tiny town, it's really isolated. Our little food shop's getting pumped, there's hardly any meat there, and it's pretty chaotic, I'm sure, around Australia and around the world, the same thing's happening. So we gave out this fish, and it's gonna be a meal or two when, man, you can't get any meat at the moment or anything like that, so hopefully that helps. I know it's not a lot, but it's just a little bit. I like to believe that everything happens for a reason, so we caught those dad bod cods for a reason. It was a bycatch, we didn't really want to catch them, but they're definitely not wasted, and it sort of is helping out in that little bit. I just want to take this time to send some love, and I know there'll be some hard times around the world with people in complete isolation and those affected by what's going on. Just hang in there and hopefully times get better for everyone. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I hardly see any people, to tell you the truth, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to be fine. I already cut it up and put some seasoning on it. It's pretty crazy how this is all happening. Like, I don't have a TV and I don't watch the news, so I'm probably the last to find out about all this sort of stuff, but let's cook some fish! Cook the fish, right? Hey, what are you doing down there? You found anything yet? You want some fish soon? Huh? Good girl, aren't ya? Hello. You want some fish soon? Oh yeah, for those who are wondering what a dad bod cod is, the real name for it is an 8-bar cod, but it's like a different species of 8-bar cod that apparently we catch out here. They seem to be in huge numbers out locally here in certain places. Obviously we caught 2 like that. Why wait for this oil to get hot? This is just my personal opinion and how I feel. I really have grown to love cods over the years. Like, I never really want to target them myself. This is the problem with fishing, as we've said time and time again, that we didn't mean to catch these cod. It was a bycatch. It comes with the territory fishing deep. We sort of know that whatever you bring up from 300 plus meters, you've got a very small chance of sending them back down. But I want to know your guys' opinion. I did post this on my Instagram, @BrodyMox, do not follow me, a couple of days ago, and you guys gave some good feedback and I did read it all. But I want to know your opinion, so leave a comment below what you guys think about fishing and bycatch. So my direction from now is, obviously I love fishing and I want to keep doing it, but bait fishing and deep sea fishing, I probably will put a little bit of a pause on it, and I'll concentrate on just sight fishing and lure casting and all that sort of stuff. Catch and release, still having a great time and putting the fish back as quickly as possible, and doing what I do and spearfish for my dinner and target fish that way. But that's just my personal thoughts on it. There is no right or wrong answer, of course. And this is actually looking and smelling delicious. Woo! Also, if any of you mad keen fishers out there, because I'm obviously not a professional or anything like that, if any of you guys can give me some tips of chasing rubies, maybe I was using the wrong bait, different hooks, different techniques, so I minimize my chance of catching cods and maximize my chance of catching rubies, because ruby is one of my favorite eating fish, and I would love to go out there eventually again and catch them, you know, without catching another big dad bod cod. A big storm rolled through a couple of nights ago. We got rain and all that kind of crazy stuff, and the water is so warm. Like, for this time of year, it's not meant to be this warm. There's weed all up on the beach and stuff because it was so rough out there. Hello, my baby. Oh, yep. Just a bit of green shit, secret sauce, bit of cheese on a wrap. You guys all know how I do. Oh wow, this is gonna be absolutely beautiful. Flies are friendly. They're always friendly. There we go. Fresh dad bod cod wrap. Super excited about this. That's it for another episode. Me and the boys are actually thinking, if the weather clears up in the next couple of days, we're gonna head out wide and see if we can actually get a few fish on the spear for the freezer, just in case anything happens in town with all the stuff that's been going on. So we wanna sort of get a few fillets in our freezer. So hopefully the weather comes good and we can get out there and get amongst it. If not, we'll see what happens, guys, and I'll see you in a couple of days. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe and I don't know. Wow. You want some? Come on. Good girl. Is that yum? I couldn't help myself. Had to make another one. They're actually, man, they're actually so tasty. That dad bod cod just cooks up nice and firm, so it's like a perfect fish for a wrap or curry or anything like that. Sorry, yeah. Cheers, guys. Phew.